Bali-yatra is a festival that is popularly celebrated in Odisha, India, to commemorate the glorious maritime history of Odisha and ancient trading links in Bali, Java and Sumatra in Indonesia. And the pride and glory of Bali-yatra, an initiative of Resource Indica, Roots and Revelations, is a multimedia project that is dedicated to throw new light on Odishan cultural influence in Indonesia.
This book is Odisha's impact in Bali Island. I was looking to the books, looking at the coffee table book. Nothing best can be happen to this conference.
The curtain raiser was held at Odisha State Maritime Museum in Cuttack during Bali-yatra in November 2013.
It's a very good presentation. I must congratulate you and your team in organizing this event for the first time and launching it here on the occasion of Bali-yatra.
This exhibition is quite interesting because most of the people in Odisha they have not seen Bali, so now they have a feeling of the culture and traditions of Bali.
It can be easily correlated that how Bali and Odisha were related and are also related through the activities, through the cultural heritage and the architectural resemblances.
प्रत्येक जिनस गोटी गोटी करी एते भल लागुची याको कि मो कथारे प्रकाश भी करि पारो.
It's an amazing similarity between Indonesia and Odisha here. It's really nice.
The things are very interesting here.
Thereafter, the pride and glory of Bali-yatra presentations in New Delhi, Kolkata and Bhubaneswar captivated audiences with a never-before view from Indonesia. Through a pictorial exhibition, release of a coffee table book, screening of documentary film, much song and dance about the pride and glory of Bali-yatra. And the true colors and flavors of Indonesia, providing a lot of food for thought for visitors at the many venues and for the news media across the country. The documentary film that was released last year threw new light on the impact of Odishan culture on the face of the land in Indonesia. And this film is about the impact on the minds and hearts of people there. To begin with, let us listen to what the Honorable Tourism Minister of Indonesia and His Excellency the Ambassador of Indonesia had to say at the presentations last year.
The great Indian epics, notably Ramayana and Mahabharata, strongly influenced and are well preserved in the Indonesian folk art and dramas until today. The value of Ramayana and Mahabharata is very alive in Indonesian culture.
The Bali-yatra underlines the closeness that we have, both in terms of physical closeness, in terms of cultural closeness. Therefore, this is an event that goes back thousands of years, but has a value moving our relationship forward.
Now, come, let us go over to Indonesia and see what people there had to say about this age-old connect, straight from their hearts and with much love.
Actually, Dharma is the art of living. And I believe in this. So I hope all the scholars, the Pandit of Hindu will spread this idea.
The culture mostly come from India. So you can see Bali, but they have different appreciation through the culture. Religion, not so philosophies like India, but more cultural.
India and Bali are a little bit different, not a little bit, lot of different India between them. In India you have Veda, in Bali we have Veda also, but we have person of the Veda. That we are called Bantan Upakare. In Bali, not allowed. We build a ceremony for temple, for everything. We call Panchayanya for the people, for wedding, all that is. We have person of Veda. That we call it Upakare. That's different in India and Bali. I don't know exactly about India, how they do the ceremony, how in Bali, because in Bali, what I said before, that is in Bali, we with every ceremony, every event, the ceremony, we build the offering. Because the offering is the human of Veda, keyakinannya dengan Veda. Dia menyebutkan, kalau di India orang menyebutkan Om Namah Shivaya aja udah sama. Lagi-lagi menyebutkan Om Namah Shivaya, Om Gayatri Mantra, semua sama. Nah di sana punya keyakinan sendiri dengan di Bali punya keyakinan. Kalau mereka belum membangun upacara, tidak membuat upacara itu mereka merasa upacara itu belum selesai permohonannya, seolah-olah tidak dikabul.
In 9th century, we have the ancient literature, which we call it the ancient Ramayana story. Until now, Ramayana is still very, very popular, not only in the Vedic, but also in the ancient literature. You would see the Bali Ramayana here is that there's no dialogue of the artist, just the dancing and the music.
Berperan menjadi Sinta karena memerankan tokoh Sinta ini adalah suatu tantangan yang luar biasa, di mana saya harus menjadi seorang Sinta yang halus, lemah lembut, luruh. Sedangkan itu sangat berbeda sekali dengan saya. Pada hakikatnya itu sangat berbeda sekali karena saya bukan seseorang yang halus, tetapi lebih beranyak, lebih energik, dan itu sangat berbeda dari Sinta. Dan saya memerankan Sinta ini sekitar 8 tahunan.
Not in Bali, in Indonesia, on TV channel now we have movie about the Mahabharata, yeah. So I always watching with the kid, yeah, and the kid they are really interesting, yeah, to know about that story, and they ask many things.
Lot of philosophy,
lot of philosophy,
kind of
yeah,
about life, spirit.
That's really good, yeah, for us, for the kid, yeah.
My mother, they call it Bagawanastapaka. It's from Indian also, but I'm not sure where is the place.
Orissa and Bali have a very similarity, especially here. We are very little known about the source where the Resi Markandeya came from, and and I just knew that he came from Kalinga.
I have come to Orissa to look the Bali-yatra puja in Kathak and then Pradip beach. So I very proud to see that because from the occasion I remember my ancestors come from Orissa. This is very nice for my feeling.
Should support these projects. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Over to artisans and craftsmen in Bali who are keeping the tradition alive and letting their work do all the talking.
Untuk pembuatan Garuda Wisnu, kami di sini bersama rekan-rekan di dusun kami, terutama pada anak-anak muda tentunya, membuat Garuda Wisnu memang lebih detailnya lebih sukar daripada singa. Samping itu filosofinya juga sudah ada seperti Balinis di Bali ini untuk menjaga keselamatan dari orang negatif untuk di lingkungan rumah, juga untuk Garuda Wisnu ini kan membawa berkah untuk kita semua yang ada di rumah gitu.
Kalau saya tertarik dengan budaya India karena setelah kita belajar lebih jauh tentang Hindu, ternyata semuanya berkiblat ke India. Salah satu buktinya, kalau kita menekuni, kita punya cerita Ramayana, Mahabharata dari resi-resi terdahulu. Kalau kita mendalami dan bukti-bukti semua peradaban itu tentang perang di Kurukshetra semuanya ada di India.
And traditional Ikat handloom weavers who, like their counterparts in Odisha, are spinning the same yarn and, like everybody else in Bali, weaving the same fabric of society. And to end on a welcome note, here is an invitation from the common man in Bali, in the words of an authority of the subject, straight from the heart.
Here in Bali, we have one religion. The culture seems to stick like what our ancestors had. So when Indians want to see the ancestors, how they were, then they must come here. And we as Balinese must learn also the concepts of our ancestors had before. There is no way talking about Indians and Balinese nowadays because we are one, and that's the thing that we have to explore more and more. There is one concept which diverse in many ways. India incredible. Namaste.